Well, you mentioned there the ELPS technology. Maybe I can ask a couple of questions related to that. Now, you've made, to be honest, significant efficiency gains with the ELPS technology. Give us a little idea, what's really behind the ELPS metal wrap-through technology?
Okay. First of all, the ELPS technology is a successful story of research collaboration between Canadian Solar and the European Research Institute. We worked closely with the Energy Research Institute in Netherlands, ECN, and in the initial development of the ELPS concept, which is based on the metal wrap-through, the MWT technology category. However, Canadian Solar applied its deep knowledge in commercialization. Right, we really bridged the gap between a research lab into commercialization. So we became the first company who figured out how to mass produce a MWT type of solar cell. So it's a good, successful story, and I believe moving forward, Canadian Solar will promote more collaborations. We believe that as an industry, we have to work together. So we work with research institute, we work with other technology firms, we work together. Canadian Solar is a platform. We are happy to work with everybody who have good ideas, and then we will help them to bring the idea to life.
Well, interesting that you say that, because a challenges that others have had with metal wrap-through technology is taking it from the lab to volume production. Could you give us an update on your capacity for ELPS that you have now, and what do you expect in the near term?
Okay, in October, which is 2 months later, we will start commercial production. At first, we'll have limited production. So limited production means around 50 to 60 megawatt annual capacity. That's what we will bring online first. So you're going to see ELPS module in the marketplace, but you're not going to see very high volume. It's a premium product. However, once we accumulate the experiences, then next year, sometime into next year, we will start to ramp up. We'll ramp it up to several hundred megawatt. And so by the mid or late last year, mid or late 2012, we are going to have more and more quantities into the marketplace to satisfy our customers' need for the reliable, high quality, high efficiency modules.
Okay. Some people have focused on the high efficiency modules for the residential market. Is that a specific market that will cater, that will be applied to for you on this, or will it go to the utility side as well? I wanted to understand where you feel the end market is for this high efficiency module.
Yeah, there's no limit for the ELPS cell, so I expect it to be applied to all market segments. And for the residential rooftop, ELPS should have a particular appeal because it uses less roof space and produce more electricity from the residential roof. However, I also have customers who are large EPC companies. They also like the ELPS because it saves the total installation cost for the large utility project, which is also important because just as you mentioned, for the residential, usually you have a higher total price, but the utility project, people face cutthroat competition. So anything which can help them to reduce the balance of system cost will be a plus for them.
Now, there's been challenges for companies, not just in getting the yields right, but obviously driving the cost down of advanced cell designs. I wanted to ask what your understanding of the virtually integrated scale approach that you have. What does that really mean?
Well, actually, if you look at any other industry, mature industry, usually you always see some kind of virtual integration, which means the partners, not just one company, but one leading partner, one leading company will work with their suppliers to build the factories, the final assembly factories, but also the suppliers' factories in the same neighborhood or with close distance, so they can minimize the shipping distance and therefore increase the efficiency. So that happens to every mature industry. But somehow in the solar industry, there are some players who believe in doing everything yourself, which is full vertical integration. Now, Canadian Solar believe in partnership. We don't think that Canadian Solar have to make all the money, and at the meantime, I don't think we have to make all the investment. I rather want to work with partners. We work together to achieve a big scale, high scale, but we also work together to make sure that people, different partners focus on at different segment of the value chain. So we work together to reduce costs. So that's the concept of vertical integration. Now, in our case, in our vertical integration model, Canadian Solar will focus on solar cell and solar module, but we asked our suppliers to build the solar wafer factories around us. We also asked our other material suppliers to build the factories around us. So by doing that, we reach a vertical integration. I think the history will eventually prove that our business model is more flexible and also allow us to achieve the scale, easier, and therefore, allow us to provide better service to our customer. It doesn't allow Canadian Solar to make lots of money, but Canadian Solar don't have to make so much money. We only have to make a reasonable money, but we want to help our customer to make money.
But a final question for you, because I'm getting the sense from what you're saying, and this is kind of in contrast with other firms. There's been concern about overcapacity, concerns about continued capacity expansion in a period when we've had a very weak first half of the year. Am I right in asking, you're more concerned about growing with your customer rather than just simply adding capacity? You seem to be more concerned about just that focus than others seem to be.
You are right. We are growing very fast. Every year we grow at either 50%, megawatt in terms of megawatt shipment, or doubling and tripling. However, Canadian Solar don't want to overgrow. We do want to grow in steps of our customer or market's growth. So we have a more sustainable growth. In other words, I want to have a sustainable long-term, like 5-year, 10-year long-term growth, rather than boom and bust. Canadian Solar doesn't like boom and bust. We like sustainable growth, and I think our customer will appreciate that, because our customer need a sustainable supplier who will be there for the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years to support the warranty.